Hong Kambo, better known as Sammo Hung, was born on the 7th of January 1952 in British Hong Kong. He is an actor, director, producer, fight choreographer, and legend of martial arts cinema, known for such movies as Prodigal Son, Warriors 2, and Magnificent Butcher. As a young boy, Sammo was raised by his grandparents, who were given guardianship of him. His parents, as well as his grandparents, were involved in the movie industry. His mother and father both worked in the wardrobe department, while his grandfather was Hong Chong-ho, a well-known movie director, and his grandmother, Chin Siang, was a famous actress in the early Hong Kong movie industry. When Sammo was 9 years old, his grandparents enrolled him in the China Drama Academy, a Peking opera school in Hong Kong, run by Master Yuen. In keeping with tradition, Sammo was given the name of his master and was then called Yen Long. At the academy, he also established lifelong friendships with fellow students Jackie Chan, Yen Biao, and Yen Wah, who all went on to do great things in the Hong Kong movie industry. The same year that he enrolled in the school, Sammo got his first taste of acting. He featured in the movie Education of Love. In the following years, Sammo featured in several movies as an extra or in minor roles. At the age of 16, he had a serious accident and was bedridden for several months. It was at this time that his weight began to balloon and he was given the name Sammo, which was the name of a round cuddly bear that was a popular Chinese cartoon character at that time. After regaining his health and resuming work, his newfound weight did not slow him down, and after years of honing his skills as part of the group known as the Seven Little Fortunes, he was given an opportunity to do stunt work on the Shaw Brothers movie, The Black Butterfly, and also featured as an extra in the Shaw movies, The Magnificent Swordsman, The Bells of Death, Death Valley, and The Jade Raksha. In the following 10 years, Sammo paid his dues, featuring as an actor, stuntman, and/or fight choreographer in 66 films. Although he did work for independent producers, the bulk of his work would be for Shaw Brothers Studio. That is, until the formation of Golden Harvest Company in 1970. Sammo's relationship with Golden Harvest yielded better results for him, as he was given meatier roles and had more creative control with the fight choreography. In 1972, he won fans over with his role in the classic Angela Mayo movie, Hapkido. His portrayal of the character Fan Wei gave him an opportunity to play a good guy and show off his acting range. Between the years 1972 to 1977, Sammo played a part in every movie that Golden Harvest produced. He starred in 37 movies and did the fight choreography for most of them. Then, in 1977, he was given an opportunity to direct his own film. That movie would turn out to be the classic Iron-Fisted Monk, starring Sammo and the legendary Chan Sing as the titular character. In 1978, Sammo was chosen to complete Bruce Lee's unfinished movie, The Game of Death. He, along with Robert Clouse, the director of Enter the Dragon, was given the challenge of utilizing footage already shot by Bruce and making a coherent movie out of it. Did they do justice to Bruce Lee's legacy? Let me know in the comments below. In the following years, Sammo embarked on a journey that forever changed the landscape of Hong Kong cinema. In 1978, he gave us Enter the Fat Dragon, an homage to Bruce Lee, and the endearing classic movie Warriors 2. The movie Knockabout was released in 1979, followed by The Victim in 1980 and The Prodigal Son in 1981. After the release of The Prodigal Son, Sammo made a noticeable detour away from the kung fu movie genre. His next movie, Carry On Pickpocket, would be the template for where the Hong Kong movie industry was heading next. After pioneering the kung fu comedy genre along with Jackie Chan and company, Sammo now had his sights set on the modern action comedy genre. From 1982 to 1999, Sammo starred in 54 movies. The majority of them was action comedies like Winners and Sinners, Project A, Wheels on Meals, and The Millionaire's Express. He also delved into other genres, Mr. Vampire Part 3, Eastern Condor, Painted Faces, and Seven Warriors. The action sequences in all of these movies reflected what we had come to expect from his Sammo Hung film, fast-paced and inventive. Throughout the 1990s and into the 2000s, Sammo continued to work at the highest level and with the biggest names in the Hong Kong movie industry. He starred together with Jet Li in the movie Kung Fu Cult Master, Jackie Chan, Mr. Nice Guy, and notably several times with Donnie Yen in the movies Killzone, 14 Blades, and Ip Man 1 and 2. Although he was advanced in age in all of these films, we saw that Sammo still kept up with his younger contemporaries and that he could still perform at a very high level. From the year 1961 up to present time 2024, Sammo Hung has never slowed down. As a matter of fact, he has recently featured in a movie released in 2023 called Return of the Lucky Stars. I will now take a deep breath as I call out some of Sammo's many accolades and achievements in his illustrious career spanning 63 years and counting. Actor, 193 movies and an unknown amount of television credits. Director, 34 movies. Writer, 6 movies. Action director, 17 movies. Producer, 47 movies. Martial arts director, 60 movies. And presenter, 11 movies. Keep this in mind. There are other accomplishments not mentioned. Awards: Asia Pacific Film Festival Best Actor 1988 Painted Faces. Hong Kong Film Awards Best Actor 1983 Carry On Pickpocket. 1989 Painted Faces. Best Action Choreography 1983 The Prodigal Son. 2009 Ip Man. 2011 Ip Man 2. And 2018 Paradox. In 1973, he married Jo Eun-uk and had 3 sons with her. They divorced in 1994. He then got married to model and actress Joyce Godensi in 1995. They had a daughter and are still together. Sammo also founded 4 well-known production companies. Garbo Motion Picture Company in 1978, which produced 3 films. Boho Film Company Limited in 1980, which produced 40 films. D&B Film Company Limited in 1983, which produced 77 films, and Bojan Films Company Limited in 1989, which produced 5 films. With a list of achievements in Hong Kong cinema that is rivaled by very few, Sammo Hung has earned his place as a legend of Kung Fu cinema several times over. So, to Sammo Hung Kambo we say, thanks for the memories. Chan Kong Sang, better known to the world as Jackie Chan, was born on the 7th of April 1954 in Hong Kong. He is a stuntman, actor, and director, best known for his dangerous acrobatic stunts and physical humor that helped to bring Kung Fu movies into the mainstream of American cinema and the rest of the world. Chan was born into a poor family. When he was 6, the family moved to Australia, but the following year he was sent back to Hong Kong to attend the China Drama Academy, a school that trained students for Peking opera. From the age of 7 to 17, Chan studied acrobatics, singing, and martial arts. He was placed into a professional tumbling troupe called the 7 Little Fortunes, which was where he met his lifelong friends, Sammo Hung, Yen Biao, and Yen Wah. Due to the success of the 7 Little Fortunes, Chan would get his first taste of acting at the age of 8 in the movie The 7 Tyrants of Jiangnan. From that moment on, he knew what he wanted to do with the rest of his life. He had found his calling. For many years, Chan would pay his dues in the Hong Kong movie industry as a stuntman. He worked for the Shaw Brothers Studio and many other independent movie companies, but the bulk of his work would be for the Golden Harvest Studio. Chan featured in almost all of Golden Harvest movies during the 70s, in one form or another, behind the scenes or in front of the camera. After 14 years of gaining a reputation as a hard worker, Chan would get an opportunity in 1976 by film producer-director Lo Wei, who was looking to find a successor to the late Bruce Lee. He gave Chan the leading role in the movie New Fist of Fury, followed by To Kill with Intrigue and Magnificent Bodyguards. Today, some of these movies are now classics, but at the time of their release, that was not the case. In 1978, Chan experimented with his own form of physical comedy mixed with kung fu in two of his first successful films, Snake in the Eagle's Shadow and Drunken Master. In 1979, he wrote, directed, and starred in the movie Fearless Hyena. The Young Master in 1980 marked Chan's leading man debut with Golden Harvest. He was given total creative control with this movie, and he did not disappoint. In the early 80s, Chan's collaboration with Golden Harvest would help the studio overtake the Shaw Brothers studio as the #1 studio in Hong Kong. Jackie would then change directions from the period kung fu movies. He turned his focus to modern action adventure, with such films as Project A and Police Story, and their sequels. These movies showcase Chan's directing talent and instincts for fight and stunt choreography. He would constantly risk his own life while doing these perilous stunts in his movies. In 1986, while filming the movie Armor of God, he came extremely close to losing his life. While performing a routine stunt, Chan would have an accident that fractured his skull and impaired his hearing. This accident would require surgery to save his life and would leave him with a metal plate in his head. After many years of trying to break into the American market in the early 80s, with movies like The Big Brawl and Cannonball Run, it would not be until the 1990s that Chan finally got his breakthrough. Firstly, he would receive the Lifetime Achievement Award from MTV in 1995, and the following year, his movie Rumble in the Bronx would be released in the United States to great box office success. On the strength of these successes, some of his other Hong Kong movies found new life in the West. But his real success would come in 1998 when he starred alongside American comedian Chris Tucker in the movie Rush Hour and its two sequels in 2001 and 2007. That was when the world knew that Jackie Chan had arrived. Chan would continue to work back and forth within the Hollywood system and Hong Kong cinema. In America, he appeared in films such as Shanghai Noon, The Tuxedo, The Forbidden Kingdom, and The Spy Next Door. He also starred in a remake of the 1984 movie The Karate Kid and The Foreigner. He also did voice work in a few animated films, most notably Kung Fu Panda and its sequels. During this period, his Hong Kong movies included New Police Story, Baby, and 1911, which was celebrated as his 100th movie. 2016 saw Chan receiving an honorary Academy Award, which recognized his distinctive international career. He was the first Chinese actor to receive this honor. Along with his acting accolades, Chan is also a successful recording artist in the Hong Kong movie industry. He has released a great number of original albums, beginning in 1984. He also founded the Jackie Chan Charitable Organization in 1998, which, among other projects, offers scholarships to Hong Kong youths. He also worked as a Goodwill Ambassador for UNICEF. There is no question as to the many significant contributions Jackie Chan has made to the Kung Fu movie genre and movies in general. His legacy in the annals of Kung Fu cinema is more than secured. To Jackie Chan we say, thanks for the memories. Ling Chun, better known as Yuen, was born in Hong Kong on the 26th of July 1957. He is a well-known Hong Kong actor, stuntman, and fight choreographer, known for such classic films as Prodigal Son and Knockabout. Yuen came from a large family. He was the fifth of 8 children, born to Ha Kwong Tai and Ha So Ying. At the age of 5, he was enrolled at the Peking Opera School. It was here that he was given the stage name Yuen Biao, which translates to Little Tiger. At the school he met his lifelong friends Jackie Chan, Sammo and Yen Wah, who all went on to form part of the famous 7 Little Fortunes. Yen was a naturally gifted acrobat. A story as told by Jackie Chan is that on the very first day at the school, Yen was asked by their master to do a backflip, and that he did a perfect one on his very first attempt. This natural gift is quite apparent in his movies and stunt work. According to Jackie and Sammo, Out of all of the performers at their school, Yuen was the most athletically gifted. In 1973, at the age of 16, Yuen moved to America with his master, but after 2 years he returned to Hong Kong to continue the pursuit of movie making. By then, he had already featured in over 26 movies as an actor or a stuntman. He had also doubled for Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon. Between the years 1976 to 1979, Yuen featured in over 30 films. He did work for Shaw Studio in such movies as Jade Tiger and Challenge of the Masters, and for Golden Harvest in The Himalayan and Hand of Death. He also featured in classic independent movies for NGCN. Those movies are Secret Rivals Part 2, Snuff Bottle Connection, and Invincible Armor. In 1979, Yuen was finally given the opportunity to shine by none other than his big brother, Sammo. First, as Foon in The Magnificent Butcher, where he got to show the audience a small taste of what he was capable of, and then in his leading man debut alongside the legendary Leon Kayan in the classic movie Knockabout. In 1980, he featured in the classic movie The Young Master, starring another of his big brothers, Jackie Chan. The following year was when Yuen would make his indelible mark on Hong Kong cinema. He starred in the movies Dreadnought and the eternal classic Prodigal Son. These two films established Yuen as a leading man. However, the Kung Fu movies era was being ushered out and the modern action comedy era was being ushered in. And at the forefront of that movement was Yen's classmates and older brothers, Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung. Inevitably, Yuen would go along with them. They starred together in movies such as Project A, Wheels on Meals, My Lucky Stars, and Dragons Forever. However, Yuen would go on to forge his own identity as both an actor and one of Hong Kong's leading stuntman and action choreographers. He went on to feature in over 123 films up to the year 2021 and wrote, directed, and choreographed countless others. He has been married since 1984 to actress Hang So-ha, with whom he has 2 children, a daughter Yi Biao and a son Ming Sak. He has homes in Canada and Hong Kong, where he spends his time alternately. He enjoys playing golf for relaxation. In the annals of Kung Fu cinema, there is no doubt that Yuen Biao's legacy is safe and secure. And so, to Yuen Biao we say, thanks for the memories. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and feel free to leave a comment. Thank you, and may the Fu be with you.